friends, it's Gail, 504. I just thought I'd show you this little trick. Most of you probably know it. One year at Easter, I folded all the napkins like this and put them on the plates. And you can put name tags on them if you want to. So let's see if I remember how. You take one of your cloth napkins. I don't know if that light's in the way or not. Or a paper napkin if you want. Let's see, fold it about here, 3/4. Fold it again. I think that looks not good. See if you can see it that way. Okay, fold it again. I always do it too big. Give it a little press. I'm just doing this on my counter, so I just have a little napkin. A towel down. I didn't want to haul anything else downstairs. Okay, now you go like this. You see? And then you go like this. You see that? Okay. Pull this closer maybe. Okay, so now you have it like this. Okay, then you press it just a little. And then you fold this side down. This side down. Can you see that? That's the way it'll look. Okay. Then you take this part, hold it over to here. This took me forever. I'm just not good at following directions. And then you take that to there. Okay. Press it a little if you want. Okay. Then you take this part and roll it again. Real close to that one. See? Then you take this one and roll it over as tightly as you can to that one. You see? Okay. Then you take a ribbon. They used a smaller ribbon. I used a bigger one last time. And let's see, my arm's in the way. Go like this, tie it. I think I put little eyes on mine last time, I don't know. And then you take your, I'll do it twice. I'm not real sure about this part, but I don't remember gluing anything last time, but I used my glue gun this time, and I just put a little bit on. I put just a little bit on this ribbon so that you can take it off. Okay. Now you can tie it in the back, or you can cut it. I didn't do such a good job, but I can almost use it like for whiskers if you fix it right. Or of course, since I'm showing you. Okay, now you take the back and you fold it up. You see that? So it sits. And this, I would think you could just tie the ribbon over it, but then you'd see. I can't remember. Or you know what, those little glue things. This one I made, I used a little bit of that, you know, that fuzzy stuff I show you guys? And I sprayed it with a little bit of adhesive to get it together. And then I used some of this wire ribbon. I didn't do a very good job folding at the top. Fold it up in the back. And you have a nice little thing to set on your plate. And everybody was surprised. It was one of those Easters. I was in a good mood and felt like going all out. So, let's see if you can see those okay. I think they're kind of cute. It's just something extra I thought I'd show you in case. And you can raise this up a little. I guess you just have to fool around with it. But I don't remember using glue last time. She just kind of tied it with the ribbon and stuck it on here. Isn't that cute? Just fold it a little bit. This one. So, it's not perfect, but it's cute. There's a little bit thicker ribbon, that way you can put this on, it won't get on your napkin. These are old napkins. I always get them out at Easter. I have my Easter ones, my Christmas ones. Not a very good tutorial person. So, there you go. Give your kids, grandkids, you can help them make them. You can do them with paper napkins. So, I'm going to stop for a second and then go on to what I was going to do. Okay. I can never get this thing off. Okay, it's Fava again. You would think I would learn I could just pause it. Instead, I always stop it, and then I have to splice it together. I mean, some things just don't come easily. I wanted to show you people that are freezing, and I am too, actually. I'm in Florida, but it was very cold last night. I think we had a light freeze. But my sister got me these hyacinths before she left, just from the grocery. And they all bloomed, and they just smell lovely. I love flowers that smell. Roses, which you can barely get fragrant ones anymore. And Easter lilies, these hyacinths, I just love. And I stuck the little bunny I just showed you guys in here how to make. And then the other one. Okay. Just wanted you to get a little taste of spring. It's coming. I did a short trip to my favorite antique mall. And I bought chicken coop wire. I'm sure this lady made this. But she always has things I just can't pass up. And what I did was, I put on here some of the, well, let me show you this first. Look at these feathers. I had to have these feathers. I thought she charged a little much for them, but they were in a milk glass vase. And I think I got them for $7, so that wasn't too bad. Like I need another milk glass vase. And she had this, which I'm sure, I mean, you can find these in stores. I'm sure it's not old, but I liked it. I have one similar to this hanging on my door. And I thought, I don't think I'll alter it, but there's a lot of neat stuff I could put in there. Then I got these. They were framed in a frame. Aren't these pretty? I don't know how old they are. The frame was a blue and, you know, that pink. So I'm thinking 60s maybe. And they're all for mothers. It was a Mother's Day type of thing. But these look pretty old. And it looks like there's tatting around them. So actually I took them out of the frame. This one's coming apart a little bit. This says, to Mabel Smith. Isn't that pretty? And I thought I could use those. And that looks familiar, doesn't it? From World War II. So, and it's on old paper. I had a hard time getting them off without messing them up. Then I got this pillow. And I took it apart because all the white lace was kind of, it was all like this all around here. So I cut it off the pillow. I cut the extra off because it was kind of dusty, dirty looking. So I'll probably take this off too. But isn't that really nice? It's a, it was on top of the silk pillow. It was just a small one. And this is a crochet. Very small crochet. It's the same type I do for Afghans. When I used to make Afghans, you know, it's like that 3 in space 2, 3 in whatever. I crocheted rather. But I thought that would really be pretty on something. Hope the light's okay. I could close this more. So I got that. Then I got, let me close this more. I got 2 of these. Aren't these cool? I already adjusted one that's drying upstairs. But it has something to do with, they were like in a mill. You know, when they would, I guess do, you know, big items of ribbons and that type of thing. So I'm really not sure, but it just looked too cool to pass up, and they weren't expensive. And so I'm going to alter it, the top, the bottom, and whatever. And this is big enough to put a good amount of lace or trim on, instead of fooling around with the little ones. But that just hit my have to have bone. And like I said, the other one's upstairs. Then, oh, this was around that frame also. So I took it all off. Looks like tanning to me. And I'm always one with older people. I get along very well with older people. And I always wanted someone to teach me to tat, because I can do most anything else, but the only thing is my gauge is never right. I'm always too big. And I got this. This was the most expensive, but it's a vintage quilt, but it's small. It's even probably small. I don't know, may lay on top a twin bed. But I wanted it because when I lay down, I need something heavy on my legs when I take a rest. And I just never have the right thing. So this will be perfect. And I'm going to wash it, and this will be for me. Isn't that beautiful? Now, this is pretty old. It's all hand done. Okay. Everything fell. Okay. The other day, Margaret was doing some, let me turn that, I look terrible. Margaret was doing some flowers where she put an elastic on them. Well, that noise is my dishwasher if you hear it. She put elastic around through her sewing machine, and then she just kept twisting them. Well, I do have a sewing machine. I don't have it out. At one time, I took lessons and I made the kids' clothes when they were babies. And then I went straight to a serger, which I didn't even know what a serger was. And the lady had made my curtains. Well, they're not curtains, you know, it's that. And I thought I could do that. And I wasn't even real happy with the size. And so I just looked at them and said I could do this. So I got a serger. I made all my ones in the living room, family room. And that's the last time I picked up a sewing machine. And that's even harder. You have like 5 spools of thread. And so my granddaughter's coming tonight. She's got a Hello Kitty, but it's a Genome. It's a good sewing machine. And she's kind of just using her imagination, and she's doing well, and I'm going to try to help her. See what I remember. Anyway, Jeanette was making these flowers, and since I didn't have a machine, or I didn't have any elastic or whatever, I thought, well, I could always glue elastic on, but right away when someone shows me something, my mind goes to what, oh, I could, it never sticks to that thing. It goes to other things. So I had this skirt from one of the grandkids. And so I cut it off to about here. I only did 1 row. I have 3 rows left. And the first one I did what she said. I cut it, but then all I did was roll it, and I didn't put any elastic or anything on it. But isn't that pretty? Pretty shabby chic. I just kept rolling and rolling and rolling like she said. Then I did this one. It's kind of like the rolled rose, and it had this part on it. So when I would, you know, put it on, I would twist it sometimes, you know, so this would show, and I put this on there. And if I have a pretty flower, I like to make it nice. I don't really like to have the... So I thought that turned out really pretty, didn't it? Then out of the same row, I had room for another one, a smaller one. And this little piece was left. Now that's only the 1 row. I still have a bunch. And I did this, and I put that little, this actually came from that frame. And then I thought, okay, I have this color I had gotten from someone, and it's not that it's not a pretty color, it's just not one I use that much. So here, I took a strip of this white gathered one, and then here and there I put this against it, and here and there I glued it. And then I just started turning it and turning it and turning it, you know, freehand, not on this. Just kept turning it until it came out like that. But I didn't put any elastic or anything in it. I try to work with what I have, and then, well, I don't have it down here. But if you saw that little bassinet I did with that yellow and white, I got it from Layla at Shabalicious. Well, I wanted to try something with that, so, and I don't think it was very expensive. So I started rolling it, and I had this big thing like this. So I tied it in the middle, and I cut it. Because this is actually the little part in the middle that was the, it's hard to explain, I should have brought it down. And this was a little bit of the, because it was like a 3-layered thing. And then I put this on the back. So I thought that was pretty. It couldn't be too expensive because I bought pretty much of it. And then I did this one. And kind of the same thing. I just kept rolling it, trying to get the different parts. Because like I said, it's a 3-layer. And I can show you what I did. All I did was, like in Margaret's video, is she kept turning it, she'd glue a little bit, and then she'd turn it more and glue, and then you just kind of smush it around a little bit and fix it like you want. And then I had this yellow flower here that I put in. But I thought that came out nice. Oh, there's my phone. Just ignore it like I do. Then I did this one with what was left of that piece I had. This here was where I started, and that had the netting. And then, see, it has this. And then I just kept trying to do it so it looked okay. Oh, I have that TV on, I didn't realize it. Then I put this piece of trim. It was like a beige. And I'm not into browns that much, but I did have this really pretty piece of brown, and I just kind of gathered it as I went along and put it on the back. Isn't that pretty? I thought that really came out nice. And this chicken wire thing I got, I'm gonna have little clips, and I'm gonna hang this on the wall. I would shut that TV off because it looks like the music went off, but I don't think I'm going to be here that much longer, so hope you can hear me. So this is a frame. I know she must have made it. She put these knobs on, this chicken wire, and I'm going to hang it up. And this is another place where I could hang all my flowers. And I just love this one. I love them all. I think they're some of the nicest flowers that I made. And that was after I watched Margaret's accidental flower and then her other video. And I got all excited about it. Okay. Then I got a few, I always go there. Since I bought her out one day, she very seldom has many doilies left. But I bought this one. And they're not really different, but I'd like to make maybe a doily like book. This was a long one. This, I thought I could get some nice flowers out of. Just a little square. This one is basically a basic doily. But Maggie, I saw something she made, a book, and she had this as the main thing on the front. And then there's this one with these flowers. So I got that. And then someone I know is doing a little shabby chic bedroom. And I thought these were so cute. I think they were like $1 each. I'm sure she dollied them up a little bit. Aren't they cute? Looks like really cute for a young girl's room. And then one more thing I was going to show you that I don't think I ever showed you. I made this in the beginning, sometime when I first started. This was one of those big buttons. And someone had something on a video I was watching. I was watching so many. So I decorated it. And I'm going to put a magnet on it. Isn't that pretty? It's a big button. And at the same time, I did some little baby jars and I decorated the lids. So, I think that was like this. There were a lot of things I made that I don't think I showed. So, I apologize for that TV. It's supposed to be music, but I must have this taped. And then I put this on the back of it so it would stick out a little bit. So you can see that. Okay, I think that's it. Like I said in the beginning, I made the 1 year. I put all these on the table. And if you want me to do it again slower or whatever, I can. It's not really hard. I can follow directions But if they're by diagram or something I can't see, it's like I don't know. It must be ADD or whatever it is I have. I'm better when someone's showing me. But I had seen this on a video, and you can do anything with it. But the kids thought it was cute. And this should be up more. So it could be like that. Like I said, I don't remember what I did last time. I don't think I glued it. But as long as you don't glue it to the napkin, it's not going to hurt anything. And you can just stick a little placemat in there if you want to somewhere. And I think maybe that's what I did last year. So, okay, I will let you go. I just wanted to show you my little haul. And I thought I'm going to show you when I'm done. I'll show you this huge, it's not heavy either, really. But it had to do with some kind of a mill, a knitting mill or something. And I'm going to alter it and see how it turns out. So thank you guys, and I keep waiting every time UPS or the mailman or somebody goes down the street. I'm waiting for my package that I won from Huckleberry. No, not Huckleberry. Oh, my Nashka. It's fun. It's kind of fun when these trucks go up and down the street now. You always look to see, oh, maybe they're going to stop here. It's like Christmas every day, maybe. Oh, here's one more thing I made. Oh, excuse me. And I never put these on. I saw someone make them. It's one of those Kleenex holders. You buy those little packs. This is the only one I have left. I sent one. I don't know if I send it, who I send it to. I don't know if it was Crafty Paws or somebody. And it's really easy if anyone wants to know how to make them. What I found is I started to make them a little bit bigger because the package just fit in there. I gave some to my aunts, you know, so they can give them to people as little gifts for Christmas. Put this trim on. I mean, there's nothing, absolutely nothing to it. Some material, put some felt on the inside. Glue it to about here. Put the trim on. On most of them, I have a nice back on it. This is like only one of the ones I had left, so. I thought that's what I mean. I go from thing to thing. I see somebody make something and I have to make it. Okay. I'll shut up now. And thank you all. I'm loving all your videos and all your help when I ask a question. I thank you all. So goodbye. Have a good weekend.